This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Let's go over Tua, who addressed the media about the elevation to starter. Let's hear from the young man. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Tua, first, congratulations on being the starter. Why have you won this job? Why do you think you deserve this job? And how did you hear about it?
Yeah, well, I first heard about it from Coach. Coach called me and told me the news. But I think that question is more so for the coaches. As a player in the NFL, you're just trying to do your best to prepare every day you can. And when your opportunity is given, it's given. You just got to be ready. I think that's a question for you guys to ask the coaches, because really it's out of my control with the decision making.
Cam?
Hey, Tua, I know when you first make your start, I guess November 1st, it'll be, 351 days since that hip injury you suffered. Have you thought about just sort of the full circle of everything and, what's leading you to your first start?
Well, it's definitely been a journey. I definitely think of, that injury when I got hurt, and then the process leading up to being able to walk, being able to do football drills, being able to just do things in general. I definitely do reflect on that process that I went through, and I'm definitely blessed to be able to still be here and play the game that I grew up dreaming to play.
Joe?
Hey, Tua, good to see you and congratulations. The team is 3-3, so it's pretty well positioned. You're not stepping into a bad situation. Can you talk about what your goals are for this season?
Well, my goals are to do whatever I can do to help this team become successful, especially our offense. Everyone knows Fitz has done a tremendous job. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm definitely lucky. I'm blessed to be in the situation I'm in where I can continue to learn from a guy like Fitz. And then also, having, the mind of Chan, him helping kind of put me in the offense, I guess, in a situation, like in a good situation. I think that's what's going to be important the next couple weeks and, the entire season.
Mike? Mike, you're muted.
Sorry about that. Tua, what was it like after Flo told you and you had some alone downtime? What were your emotions like once you absorbed what he had told you about making his change to make you a starter?
Yeah, I was very excited. That's news that I think anyone would love to hear, being named the starter at any position. But at the same time, I also felt for Fitz as well. And me and Fitz had a conversation, just about all of this. But, like I've continued to say, although it kind of hurts me in a way to see Fitz hurt, I'm just very, very, lucky to have someone like Fitz in my corner, regardless of the situation we're in right now. He's just, I hate to say it like this, but it is like this. It's like a father and son.
Al?
That's, I'm sorry. Were you caught off guard by the announcement, or could you sense that this day might be coming?
Yeah, you never know when your opportunity is given. And when Coach Flo called me, I thought it was like any other call. We usually watch film on Tuesdays. And so I thought he was calling because he wanted me to come up and watch some film. So I usually, get with him to watch film, but it was different. I just think that you need to be ready every time. So, opportunities come, and when they come, you gotta take them and run with them.
That I want you to listen to that soundbite. And I thought the interesting part about that soundbite was when he said, I thought the coach wanted me to watch film with him. And I want you to think about this, okay? Coach Flo is a defensive guy, and he's your head coach. And he's watching game film with the quarterback. Not the quarterback's coach, not the offensive coordinator. Those are the people that normally watch film with the quarterback. So it shows you that Flo is so invested in his team and in his quarterback that he wants to see where his quarterback is at. And if you scour social media enough, I've seen a couple of videos of, and it looks like they're kind of pirate videos of Tua throwing the ball in practice and making some pretty awesome throws. Okay? And I think he has been freaking them out in practice. I think he's been blowing them away in the classroom area. I think when he meets with Flo every Tuesday to watch, Tuesday's your day off. It's your day off in the NFL. You only come in for treatment. You're supposed to go hang out with your family. You're supposed to go have a life. Whatever, have a mask and play video games all day. Or a bong mask in Laramie Tunsil's case. I don't know how you can play video games because it's smoke and all that. It's going to be hard. But no, seriously. So Tuesday, the kid is on his off day watching game film with the head coach.
Flo is super hands-on, man.
Let that marinate a little bit there. Just sit there and think about that. You know what I mean? And I had Omar Kelly on my show today on Onside Radio, and it was a heated discussion that we had, and we went back and forth. And I disagreed completely with Omar because he thinks it's kind of like, well, no, we're planning for the future now, and I disagree. I know that Fitz is playing well. I know the team's playing well. I know they've won 2 in a row. I know they've won 3 of 4. I get all of that. They think he's better. Now, should he be? Of course not. It's a rookie. How in the hell's a rookie going to be better than a 20-year-old veteran or 17, whatever it is that Fitz has been in the league? Fitz has forgot more stuff than Tua should know. But, man, Flo starts Gaskin over Breida, and you traded for Breida. He starts Solomon Kinley in the 4th round before the 2nd rounder, Robert Hunt. He doesn't F around, bro. You're Preston Williams, and you're a street free agent undrafted. You start if you're the better player. You know, he doesn't mess around at all, dude. If you can play, Shaheen, you're playing. If Durham Smythe, you can catch balls, let's go. Just because we got Gesicki doesn't mean no, let's go. The guy doesn't mess around. He doesn't give a crap who you are. He doesn't give a crap where you were drafted. He just wants to win. And to me, that's the biggest indictment out of all of this, is that Tua must be kicking ass behind the scenes, that they're like, we got to go, man. It's time. Let's go. And I didn't, a lot of us are like, take your time with him. It's all good. There's no hurry. But they must feel behind the scenes that he is in position and ready to go and take that next step. Go ahead, Bill.
Ruthie?
Hi, Tua. Congratulations. You've been so open with us about how much your family has influenced your journey. I'm curious if you're comfortable sharing anything about your conversation with your parents yesterday when you heard the news.
Yeah, well, I told my parents that I got a call from Coach Flo, and the GM was in that same room, and they told me that I was going to be the starter. And so I told them that, and I mean, they were excited. They didn't believe me for a little bit. You know, I think my dad kind of joked about it. He's like, yeah, after 2 plays, after 2 throws, they want to put you in now. So it was exciting, but you know, my parents were, yeah, they were very excited, especially my mom. You know, for mothers, it's just different when you see your son get hurt and then given the opportunity now. So it was cool.
Safid?
Hey, I wanted to ask, you know, you probably didn't know beforehand you were going to go into the Jets game. The pass to Patrick Laird, did you throw that out of bounds, throw that so he can go out of bounds to maybe give yourself some more time to be in the game? And also I wanted to ask, what was your reaction about, you know, Rick Ross shouting you out on Instagram?
Yeah. I only seen Pat. Pat was the only guy that was open, so I threw it to Pat. And I knew the situation, and I told the guys while we were running the ball, the running backs, and then the receivers as well in the huddle, you know, that it's under 2 minutes. Let's stay in bounds. Let's try to kill the clock. And then there I go. So Pat caught the ball, and Pat tried to stay in bounds, but Brian Poole hit him out. But yeah, that's just how that went. And then with Rick Ross, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, that's really cool to see someone of his profile, you know, in the rap world, you know, whatever you want to call it, be of support. So that was cool to see.
We got time for one.
It doesn't look to me like he's much of a Rick Ross real fan. Like
you said, he likes country music, right?
Yeah, like the rap world, whatever you want to call it. It's Rick Ross, somebody of his stature, and this and that. It doesn't seem to me like Tua's rolling with Rick Ross on the way home. I'm just saying, it's cool. I like Rick Ross. I got no problem with the boss. I've got a couple of his CDs in my car. Yes, I know. I still have an iPod. Whatever. But anyway, in my iTunes library, I've got my Rick Ross. But still, you kind of tell that Tua really isn't jamming Rick Ross. Go ahead, finish it out.
One more, Travis.
Hey, Tua, you got a chance to game plan and prepare for 6 opponents and then go out and watch, you know, a master of his craft do it for those 6 games on game days. How did that accelerate your growth and help prepare you for your first start now 11 days away in the NFL?
That's a great question. I think with having someone like Fitz, you just don't think like within what you know. You start thinking of what other people are doing, the defense, how they line to stack formations, how fronts can dictate coverages. I mean, just things that I didn't really need to worry about in college, I think of now. And it really is about the little things. And so it's just, like I said, it's just really, really a big blessing that I have someone like him. And, you know, it's not like it stops here. It's a continuous competition, you know, with Fitz. And what's so cool about it is that I can continue to grow and continue to learn from him through this process.
There you go. A little high-pitched softball to end the press conference. So there is Tua Tagovailoa talking about his experience as he gets named the starter now. And well, that weekly press conference all of a sudden becomes that much bigger with Tua taking the it'll be interesting to see after he starts and how he goes about all of this. I mean, he's just a kid that's wired.